What's going on, guys? And welcome back to the Wheels World. Um, three young, very young women, seems to be very, very young women, um, in what they call Metro Atlanta, um, were involved in a men's underwear theft ring. That's what they calling it. They've been seen on camera filling their bags with over $1,800 worth of Nike underwear. At one spot that they were going to, it was Kohl's. Um, I know a lot of y'all probably familiar with Kohl's. Don't need to go into that. Um, but they had a bunch of them, man. It was like $1,800 worth. You know, and they said so far they've stolen over $6,000 worth of men's underwear. All right, that I saw this the other day. You know, you know, I saw this the other day, man, and it was disturbing. Because first of all, these are three young girls, man. I'm talking about real, real young girls. All right, three real, real young girls, and you know, they probably look to be like 23 years old or something like that. Piece. Um, they walk into this Coles, man. They got their hair all over their head. They got they have on bras, like they got on literal bras on, like literally, not I'm not just saying that they got on bras inside the store, um, and they walk in there, man, without a care in the world. I mean, it's so brazen the way that they did this. They're not thinking. You understand? That's what raised my interest in this, man, and it just shows the state of mind that young black women are in at this point in life, and it's sad. You know, um, and they come in, man, and they taking these people's underwear and they going out there and they boosting them. Boosting been going on a long time, but when you see it in this fashion, to where they just brazen like that, they just walking in the store. They know they got cameras in there. Uh, I'm telling you, they was high. They had to be extremely high. That's the only way somebody's gonna do something like this. Trust me, you got to be extremely high. So they come up in that, man. They got them on camera just as good as you can see me right now. That's how good you can see these girls' face. So they had no fear of anything. These girls had absolutely no fear of getting arrested. None of that. So they come up in that, man. They got them. You can see all three of them stooping down. I mean, they're not worried about no police. They're not worried about nobody, and uh, you know, theft prevention or anything like that. Whatever they call them that be in the stores and stuff. They ain't worried about none of that. They went up in there, did what they had to do, and walked right on up out of there. And it's alarming, man. When you look at young girls doing these things, young men shouldn't be doing these things, but it has become more acceptable. Uh, uh, that young men, are committing these type of crimes, as you see young women are doing nowadays. Even with murder, even when you think about tattoos and things like that. 10, 15 years ago, you didn't see that. Not out of women. You know, but you got women doing these things now. Women are getting to a point where they're being masculated, and men are being feminized in society, in today's society. And this is when you start getting things like this and start seeing things like this play out. You know, when the roles are reversed. So it's a bigger issue than just this. Than this incident here. You know, that's the root of it. You know, women are starting to become, they're starting to be put in masculine states of mind. So they looking at it like, hey, I can do the same thing. I can get out here and sell dope. I can get out here and commit crimes. I can get out here and smoke weed. I can get out here and rap and do all these things. There's nothing feminine about them except their appearance. You know what I mean? Um, And it's just alarming, man. You know, when I saw this, I'm like, damn, man. I mean, I couldn't. I mean, just. I mean, no regard for cameras and the social media era that we in right now. They should have knew. You know, they had to know their face would be everywhere. You know, and then somebody gonna tell on them. You know, as soon as the Crime Stoppers put out a reward, they gonna tell on them, man, and they gonna be sitting in jail. The only thing, like if I was to give these girls the benefit of the doubt that they really are not that empty-headed, you know, in their actions, is that maybe they were a part of a prostitution, sex trafficking situation, and they did this to go to jail to get away from their pimp or something. That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only logical reason I can think for somebody to do something that's senseless. You know, I mean, like I said, you can see them just like you can see me right now. You know, all three of their faces. You know, you ain't got to pick them out of the lineup. You know, they gave you the lineup. You know, and even on the on media, man, like when they show their face, they got like S1, S2, S3. You know, it's like the S must stand for stupid one, stupid two, and stupid three. That's the only thing I can think of, bro. I mean, if you're gonna take that type of approach, you would think that you would be more structured, more organized. But like I say, man, when you're doing these drugs and you're young, you know your judgment is impaired. Everything, you know, you're living in this distorted reality, and wrong seems right. You know, and you see that in this. You know, you see that a lot of times when people that are on drugs, you know, they do things, you know, as if nobody's watching. You know, whereas when you have somebody that's more clear minded, you know, they do things a lot of times and they get away with it for a long time, and then eventually everybody gets caught. But when you have situations like this, that's what that be. Drugs. These young ladies probably be in college right now if they wasn't on drugs. You know, they probably got with the wrong type of guys, and those guys are just bringing them down, man. And now, unfortunately, they're gonna end up having to do some time. You know, but I mean, that's about it, man. That's all I want to speak with you guys about, man. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this. Leave some comments, guys. Tell me how y'all feel about this situation. Y'all can look that up. It's about these three women that's in Metro Atlanta going around in these Kohl's stores and some other stores. They didn't name them, and they taking stuff, man. You know, but they doing it brazenly. You know, so what do y'all think maybe the solution is for these young girls these days, and what do y'all think about the state of mind at the end? You know, it's real troubling to me to see this, man. It's wild. Uh, but till next time, guys, it's been real. I'm Will, and all I'm trying to get y'all to do is just think about it. Peace.